Stephen A. Smith is never afraid to speak his mind, and this time, he's got Angel Reese in his crosshairs. The Chicago Sky rookie has made headlines all season, not just for her play, but for her antics, her trash talk, and her constant drama. Some fans love her fire. Others say she's hurting the game. But after her latest stunt, ESPN's loudest voice finally snapped. And what he said about Reese, let's just say it left no doubt where he stands. And the part that really shook fans? He directly compared her to Caitlin Clark. And the message was brutal. Today, we're breaking it all down. What Reese did, why Stephen A. Smith went off, how fans reacted, and what this means for the WNBA's future. Because whether you're Team Angel or Team Caitlin, this is one showdown you don't want to miss. Let's dive in. The stunt that sparked the fire. It all started when Angel Reese pulled her latest stunt on live TV. After a tough loss, instead of owning up, she walked off without addressing the media. Cameras caught her storming down the tunnel, throwing shade at opponents, and refusing interviews. For fans, this wasn't new. Reese has built a reputation for fiery outbursts and refusing to take accountability. But this time, with the WNBA spotlight hotter than ever thanks to Caitlin Clark, it struck a nerve. Social media exploded, with clips going viral in minutes. Hashtags like #GrowUpAngel and #NotCaitlin started trending. And when ESPN picked it up the next morning, Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. Stephen A.'s explosive take. On first take, Stephen A. Smith looked straight into the camera and went off. He said, "Angel Reese, you cannot act like this and expect people to take you seriously. You are in the pros now. This isn't LSU. You're playing in a league trying to grow, and your behavior is embarrassing." But then came the dagger. He directly compared her to Caitlin Clark. Look at Caitlin Clark. She takes the hits, she takes the criticism, she takes the pressure, and she still shows up with class. Angel Reese, she's acting like a child. And that is the difference. The clip went viral instantly. Fans were stunned not just at his honesty, but at how hard he came down on Reese. Fans take sides. Within minutes, the internet turned into a war zone. Caitlin Clark fans cheered Stephen A. for saying what they'd been feeling all season. That Reese was all talk, no accountability. Tweets poured in. Stephen A. just cooked Angel Reese. Couldn't have said it better. But Reese's loyal supporters fired back, saying Stephen A. was unfairly targeting a young black woman while hyping up Caitlin Clark. One viral post read, "Funny how y'all protect Caitlin but drag Angel for showing passion." It became a culture clash. Was Reese being unfairly judged, or was she digging her own grave with her behavior? Either way, the drama was fueling massive attention for the WNBA, and ESPN wasn't letting go. The Clark comparison. At the heart of Stephen A.'s rant was one brutal reality. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are being judged on the same stage, and one is winning the spotlight hands down. Clark has handled brutal physical play, endless media attention, and veteran criticism, all while putting up record-breaking numbers and keeping her composure. Reese, on the other hand, has struggled with efficiency, lashed out at refs, and clashed with teammates. Stephen has summed it up. This league has a superstar. Her name is Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese? She's not on that level. Not right now, not with that attitude. It wasn't just analysis, it was humiliation. And fans knew Reese had just been put in the harshest spotlight of her career. Chicago Sky's silent message. While Stephen A. was tearing into Reese on TV, something else was happening behind the scenes, and it spoke volumes. Chicago Sky veterans and even the coaching staff weren't exactly rushing to defend her. After the game, head coach Teresa Weatherspoon simply said, "We have to stay disciplined. We have to stay professional." Notice, no mention of Angel's name. Veteran teammates echoed the same message. "We're all learning. We have to stay together." Translation: they weren't about to cover for Reese's antics. For a rookie, being publicly isolated like that is brutal. And fans quickly noticed the silence. Stephen A.'s rant was just the start. Reese was also being humbled inside her own locker room. Media backlash. After Stephen A. lit the fuse, other analysts piled on. Skip Bayless said Reese was more about the drama than the game. Shannon Sharpe argued she was hurting her brand by chasing headlines instead of buckets. Even some WNBA insiders admitted off the record that Reese's behavior was frustrating the league, which is trying to grow in the spotlight Caitlin Clark brought. One podcast host summed it up: Caitlin Clark is making the league money. Angel Reese is making excuses. Guess which one the league will protect? The backlash was overwhelming. And for Reese, it was the kind of humiliation no rookie wants. Angel Reese's response. Of course, Angel Reese wasn't going to stay quiet. On social media, she clapped back with cryptic tweets. "Y'all love to talk when you don't know the whole story. Keep my name in your mouth though. It's good for business." She also posted, "They'll love you when you win and hate you when you don't. But guess what? I ain't going nowhere." Her fans cheered the defiance. But critics saw it as more proof she wasn't taking responsibility. And the fact she never directly addressed Stephen A's criticism only fueled the fire. Because while Reese was tweeting, Caitlin Clark was quietly putting up another 30-point night. The contrast couldn't have been clearer. Caitlin Clark's shadow. No matter what Angel Reese does, Caitlin Clark's shadow looms over it. Every time Clark drains a deep three, Reese's struggles look worse. Every time Clark takes a hard foul and just smiles, Reese's blow-ups look softer. Stephen A made it clear, the comparison isn't going away. And that might be the biggest humiliation of all. Because while Reese is constantly trending for drama, Clark is trending for dominance. It's not just about basketball skills, it's about narrative. And right now, Clark is being positioned as the face of the WNBA, while Reese is being painted as her foil. Fair or not, that's the story. The double standard debate. Still, Stephen A's rant raised a bigger question. Is there a double standard at play? Some fans pointed out that plenty of male athletes have stormed off, clashed with media, or shown bad attitudes, and yet they weren't crucified like Reese. So why is she catching so much heat? Others argued it's because of timing. With Caitlin Clark exploding in popularity, every other rookie is under a microscope. Reese's defenders say she's just 22, adjusting to the pro game, and being unfairly measured against the league's biggest star. But critics and Stephen A insist professionalism is non-negotiable. Either way, the debate only made the story bigger. What this means for Reese's future. At the end of the day, this wasn't just about one rant. It was about Angel Reese's future. Stephen A. Smith put her on notice. She can't keep pulling stunts if she wants to be taken seriously in the pros. The WNBA is exploding in popularity thanks to Caitlin Clark, and that means the spotlight is harsher than ever. Reese has the talent to be great, but unless she grows up and takes accountability, she risks being remembered more for her antics than her impact. And that's exactly the humiliation Stephen A wanted to spotlight. Because in his words, Angel Reese is no Caitlin Clark. Not yet. Not like this. So here's the bottom line. Angel Reese is a talented rookie with a bright future, but her latest stunt just got her humiliated on national TV by Stephen A. Smith. And whether you love or hate him, Stephen A. has a way of making sure his words stick. The comparison to Caitlin Clark? Brutal. The silence from her teammates? Telling. And the backlash online? Relentless. But here's the real question. Will Angel Reese learn from this moment? Or will she double down and keep fueling the drama? Because right now, the WNBA has one face of the league, Caitlin Clark. And for Angel Reese to be more than just the rival, she'll need to prove it on the court. So what do you think? Did Stephen A go too far? Or did Angel Reese deserve the harsh reality check? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more drama, breakdowns, and all things WNBA.